Friends, well, I'm supposed to share with you the experiences on the jury and perhaps even talk about things I learned. First, I think it was a very, very difficult task. It took us, all of us together, the whole day, started at 10 and finished by 6:30. And there was tremendous amount of discussions and ratings and points and uh, things like that. So the work was hard, and I thank Nawal for getting me into this. I think a big favor he has done to me by getting me involved in this. So it was a hard work. People, I think when you see the awards, I think you will feel that they were rightfully given, and I think you would enjoy them. Coming to radio, personally, I don't listen to radio. I mean, I'm the wrong guy here up in the stage today. I don't listen to radio. The only time I hear radio is the only time I drive between Willingdon to Bridge Candy on Sunday afternoon after playing golf, because that's when my driver is not there, so I put on the radio. And I enjoy the channels because traffic is so much, even on Sunday, that at least 20, 25 minutes of radio I listen to. And I can't remember buying radio for forever. So I'm not the right person on radio. But I did enjoy and listening to the commercials, specifically commercials, and trying to have my opinion and then listening to others' opinion. And one thing I noticed, which was two things I want to talk about that. First was I heard the panel, and it was fantastic. I mean, everything they said was learning for me. As I said, I didn't buy radio as much, because when I was buying things that time there was no FM, and the only thing was Vivid Bharati. And I have data to show you that radio doesn't work then. I launched one product where I put equal amount of money in Bombay on radio, television. This was Vix Faction 500. I equal amount of money on radio, television, and that time was Sunday evening movies and print, and then did the whole awareness and usage, and then cross-check with the listenership and viewership and readership data. And by itself, radio didn't move an inch. But with the other medium, and that's what people talked about, that it's not a medium which can build the brand, but on the other hand, it can really help increase the awareness and usage of brands and services if it's mixed rightly with the other media. So that's my experience. This is like 25 years ago. But what I wanted to talk about are two things. I heard somebody said 70%, one of the panelists said 70% is local retail and stuff like that, advertising. But I didn't see much of that in the ads which came for awards. Or perhaps they were not shortlisted, perhaps because they were not very creative. I don't know why. But I didn't see much of retail advertising. So I think one of the things I was going to say is radio, especially the FM channel, is a very localized medium which is not available in the mass media, and one can really powerfully use that. And the other thing I noticed, and I like that great idea, was this, what we call engagement, I call activation. Radio combined with on-ground activation. And those were very good examples I saw. And that was the first time for me. And if I was buying radio today, I would definitely buy in conjunction with activation on the ground, localized. And that would be a great support. The second thing I noticed from the award function is there are three things, especially in the advertising of radio, there are three things which always work. One was humor. Humor is clicks on television, and Avasti is here, the masters of using humor on O&M. Humor. The other thing I noticed, which came for awards and worked very well, was children, using of children. And third thing was celebrity. So it's very interesting that advertising, I'm not talking about now combining with programming, which Anisha talked about, and I think it's a great thing to have your brand uh, mingle with radio. And in fact, as you all know, I work for Procter and Gamble, and the word soap opera comes. It's become a dictionary word because it was the radio dramas and sponsored programs which Procter and Gamble did in the 40s when they launched Tide detergent, and because Tide was being advertised along with the dramas and serials, what we hear the serials are called soap opera is only because there was Tide advertising, and Procter and Gamble invented that. So basically combining brands with the programming is a great idea, and I think. And one of the things I heard also here was a very interesting thing that the media, that means the radio stations are doing creatives. And I think it's a great idea. I mean, I know agency guys won't like it. One of the things I experimented when I did the Whisper, one of the Whisper campaign, when Sunil Lulla used to be the head of MTV, I asked him, why don't you make an advertising for us? And they made, I don't know any of you remember that, cloth is for curtains, cloth is for curtains. I think it's creatively, programming comes out so nicely that they can do a great job in creating advertising. I think it's a brilliant idea. In fact, if I was running a channel, I'd keep a couple of creative guys just to get advertising into my programming and get the clients, tell the clients that we will create it and we'll merge it with our programming in a way where there would be tremendous amount of interest and memorability of our advertising. What else I can say about radio? I mean, when I was a kid, every Wednesday was the best day I had because of Binaka Gitmala. And I used to run, and I was in a boarding school, and at 9 o'clock, and we used to all run and listen. And my senior from the school, I believe, is coming. The guy who did the voice on Binaka Gitmala, Amin Bhai, is coming. So the radio is a great medium. I think the fundamentals of creativity and using talent goes across all medium. And I think the localization and activation, both in terms of reach of audience and also in terms of getting people excited in the malls and in the stores, I think also is a great idea. So I guess I got involved in this jury, and that has kindled my interest in radio, and maybe now when I drive also, I'll tell my driver, chalo radio lagao, and just sunte hain. So thank you for coming here. I thank very much the jury. They've done very hard work. I mean, what we saw, that whole 9 to 6, 10 to 6 was just shortlisted by the different members, online shortlisting. So the jury members have worked much harder, and I thought I worked very hard. So thank them very much, and I hope all of you will enjoy the show of all the great radio advertising you're going to listen. Gautam, I'm going to say listen, not view. All the best. Thank you.